Hello and welcome guys. Today we will be learning iterator and generator. So basically what they are and where they are used for. So it is a type of a lazy evaluation, you can say, which let us avoid repetitive evaluation by putting the expression on a wait and storing in a memory until the item is specially requested. So until unless we make the request, it will won't going to give us the output. As soon as the lazy evaluation is applied, only one memory location is is process the value, and then which help us reduce the RAM consumption, or you can say wastage, so that it eliminates the need of full data set at once when employing a large data set. So hope you understand. I mean, if you don't want to call the whole data set at once, you can use iterator to call one at a time. Okay, so it will reduce our storage need as well as RAM need. So and iterator basically implemented on basically two keywords, that is iter and next keyword. So basically what is iter? So iter is a keyword used to create an iterator containing iterator object. So as you can see, I am basically creating an iter object using num list of numbers. Okay, so I'll show you here how the object has been created. And then next is next keyword. So it is used to call the next element in the iterable object. Since I told you we will not be calling all at once. Okay, so let's see. So first of all, I'm defining here the numbers in a list. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Now I am creating an object. Okay, iterator object. Okay, so if I cut this, now if I run this, you will see object obj is a object. Okay, so you can see it's a iterator object that has been created by using iter function. Okay, now if I see what is the type of data, you will see it will see list iterator. Hope you understand how we created the iterator object. Now let's say you want to see the output of every iterator object. So what you will do, like I said, you have to use next keyword here to see the first output and second output and third output and fourth output. So let's print it. So as you can see, if you call only one at a time, only first will be iteration has been stopped because we have reached end. So let's run it again. So now you can see you can use next to call the next object. Whatever the output we have in object, it will call that particular value. Now let's say again you have called this function. So what it will return? It will return 2, because you are again saying I need the second value. Then again you are saying I need the third value. Let's take another example. Okay, so I am basically defining here beetroot as a str. Okay, now again what you have to do, you have to create an iterator object. So how you will create? You will use the iter function. Okay, now and you will pass the astr variable. Now iter object has been created. Now I'm using next variable next function to get the output from the iter object. So as you can see, first, second, third, all the three output has been printed here. So this is how we will be using iterator in Python. Same another example, let's say you have defined a tuple, and inside tuple you have defined three fruits: avocado, beetroot and berries. Now you will first, what you will do, you will create an iterator object, and then you will call the next keyword to get the output one at a time. So as you can see, one by one you have got the output. Another important concept is generator. Now I mean, what is the difference between iterator and generator? So basically it's another straightforward method for producing iterator uses the keyword yield. Okay, instead of iter, we will be using yield. Okay, as you can see here, I have used yield keyword. Okay, so basically what is the difference? So basically a function is used to implement generator when the same it basically has the same principle like lazy evaluation as iterator only, but the difference is the yield function is like a case just return the data without changing the or terminating the function. So let's say you are running a loop, it will not going to terminate the loop until unless it reach the end end state. Okay, so it will store the state where it is currently I mean now. So it will store that state until unless it reaches the end end of the item. It will won't going to break. So basically as they won't store the complete sequence in memory, it will return a sequence of data like iterator format, like we were doing in the iterator example. So we must iterate in order to use the data. So same way, I mean we will be iterating the same way we were doing in iterator. It basically enables like incremental computation of iterators. One thing to note that every iterator is not a generator. Remember, every iterator is not a generator, but every generator is a iterator. Okay, so let's see the implementation. So basically we defined a function that is nums, and we are looping through a range between 1 to 5. Okay, now I am yielding I as a output. Okay, now let's say I have created the object same way you have to do it. I have created the object nums, but here you won't have to use the iter. Okay, because it basically we use generator inside a function or wherever we are using loops. Okay, now let's say you want to, now first I will show you what is the type of object it has given us. Okay, as you can see, it is saying I have a generator object with the name obj because it has seen a yield keyword inside that particular function. That's why it is called a generator. Now again, I think you guys know what will be the output of this print statement. Obviously it will return all the ranges between 1 to 5. Okay, now let's say you again called it called the print statement. What will happen is iteration has been stopped because it has reached the end goal. Okay, now another example. Okay, so here what I am doing is I am taking the square of every element up till range 4, because since I have not assigned here the start index, it will run start from 0 to 3. Okay, so if I run this, generator will gen variable will be generator object, and I am calling next to print out the outputs. As you can see, it has given me the outputs. Now let's say I again passing the next generator. So what it will return? It will return that you have reached the end end iteration. So you it will throw an error. So next time you run it, you will run this way. First it will return 0, second it will return 1, third it will return 4, and then it will return 9. Okay, hope you guys understand what is the difference between iterator and generator. Okay, thank you.